Deadly tractor trailer crash in Florida. So last week, a Florida Turnpike crash near Fort Pierce claimed 3 innocent lives in a matter of seconds. This was not a mechanical failure. It wasn't about road conditions. It was all about one driver and a reckless decision. And that reckless decision was that driver, Singh, using a prohibited U-turn on the interstate to turn his tractor trailer around in there. You heard that correctly. A tractor-trailer unit using a U-turn on the interstate. Just so you know, those U-turns are restricted and official use only. Today, I'm laying it all down, what happened, who was involved, and what it means for truckers all over the country. Florida's Turnpike stretches over 300 miles, a lifeline from Miami Gardens up through Orlando to Wildwood. But on August 12th, near mile marker 170 in St. Lucie County, it became the site of one of the deadliest crashes in recent memory. Reports show a semi-truck tried to U-turn at that official use only median, cutting across all lanes. A minivan in the left lane traveling on the interstate had no chance. Dashcam and CCTV footage revealed that while this truck driver was trying to use this U-turn, the truck and trailer was protruding into the live lanes, and that minivan smashed right into it, going its full speed with no chance. The minivan went underneath the trailer and was an instant fatal for 2 passengers in that vehicle, and the 3rd occupant died later on in the hospital. Victims were identified as a 37-year-old woman from Pompano Beach, a 54-year-old man from Miami, and a 30-year-old driver from Florida City. This wasn't about statistics. This was about real people lost. Mothers, brothers, fathers. The truck driver, Harjinder Singh, survived uninjured. Officials said he'd been living in the U.S. illegally since 2018 after crossing into the U.S. from Mexico. Yet somehow obtained a CDL under that same status from California. Drop in the comments how that's possible, please. That driver I just described is now facing 3 counts of vehicular homicide, and ICE has placed a detainer on him, meaning once state charges are resolved, deportation proceedings happen after. Dave Kerner called it recklessness that cost innocent lives. The video of this situation went viral almost immediately, and thousands of people viewed it and shared it all over social media. But it also came with very ugly backlash too, though, and specifically xenophobic comments targeting Indian drivers and mocking their heritage, which is never okay. This is a sad reminder of how big tragedies can cause unnecessary, dangerous, and completely wrong stereotypes. Still, the core conversation here has to revolve around safety, accountability, and the core systems that have completely failed in this situation. This crash isn't just an emotional headline, it's a super important lesson. Never attempt an unauthorized U-turn on the interstate, especially if it says for authorized use only. Truckers get training, and medians like that are off duty for them for this exact reason. This crash will be a case study for CFMs and carriers on how improper maneuvers can result in criminal charges, CSA damage, and career-ending consequences. As someone who's trained to inspect rigs daily, don't ever make that maneuver. This goes for everybody, but again, we're talking about trucks here. Choose safety. Use exits and safe access routes designed for truck turns. Because the real cost, 3 lives, a destroyed family, and a driver facing prison and deportation is too high. If this whole situation hit home for you, this channel provides critical safety tips that can help you stay out of situations similar to this one. Even though this was a tough one to make, these are the conversations we need to be having in the trucking community and the driving community in general. And as always, I hope you stay safe and keep rolling.